Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel. And today's math tutorial, it's about the trigonometric ratios. Question number 1. If cosine x is equal to 3/5 and cosecant x is less than 0, find the secant x. Second, if tangent x is equal to -8/3 and cosecant is less than 0, find the sine of x. Third, if sine x is equal to 2/3 and cosine x is less than 0, find the tangent of x. Now, by the way guys, bago tayo mag-proceed ng problem solving, ibigay ko muna sa inyo ang answer nung last question ko nung last premiere. Ang question ko noon is, a square block was melted and formed into a spherical shape. On the process, there's a loss of 30% of the product. What is the diameter of the sphere in centimeter? Now, ang sagot noon is, siyempre ang square block, there is a dimension of 3 inches by 3 inches by 3 inches. Now, ang hiningi ko is centimeter. So, ang volume of course ng square block is equal to 3 times 3 times 3, which is equal inches, 27 inch cube. Now, to change that one to cubic centimeter, you have to multiply 2.54 because 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeters. So you have to multiply 3 times that by 2.54. For example, it is 27 inch cube multiplied by 2.54 by 2.54 by 2.54 will result to 442.45 centimeter cube. This is already in centimeter cube. Now, on the process, 30% is lost. That means what is remaining is 70%. So, 70% of the volume, that means we have the new volume now. That is the old volume. 70% of that will be 309.72 centimeter cube. That is the new volume now. Now, because we're looking for the diameter of the spherical shape, so we have to use the volume of a sphere, which is equal to 4/3 pi r cube. This is the formula for the volume of a sphere. So, now, because we have the given new volume, which is equal to 309.72, substitute this one to this one, will result to 309.72 is equal to 4/3 times, of course, pi is in radians, which is always 3.14 times the radius cube. Therefore, the radius is equal to, simplifying this one, will equal to cube root of 73.977, which is equal to 4.197. Now, of course, this is in centimeter now. Now, of course, we're looking for the diameter, so diameter is twice the r. So, multiply this one by 2 will result to 8.395, or rounded it off, 9 will become 4. So, 8.4 centimeter. Means, walang nakasagot ng tama. Kasi yung iba nakasagot ng 9 or 9.5, 8.5. Hindi naman pwede kasi kung i-round mo ang 8.395, it cannot be 8.5. It can be 8.4, but it cannot be 8.5. At saka yung 9.5, tama yan kung walang loss ng volume. 9.5, tama yan siya. Pero dahil may loss ng 30%, so ang remaining is 70% of the volume, which is the new volume. Kaya walang nakasagot ng tama. The 6 trigonometric ratios are, we have the sine, cosine, tangent, cotangent, secant, and cosecant. These are the 6 trigonometric ratios. To solve the question number 1, it says here that cosine x is equal to 3/5. So if we have this one, and we have this angle x, so cosine, as we mentioned earlier, cosine is equal to the adjacent over the hypotenuse. That means it is the adjacent which is equal, it's given here that cosine x is equal to 3/5. That means the adjacent over the hypotenuse. That means this is 3 and this is 5. Therefore, if this is 3 and this is 5, we can solve this one here that as using the Pythagorean theorem, which is equal to this side squared. For example, this is y. So, y squared plus 3 squared, y squared plus 3 squared is equal to 5 squared. Y squared therefore is equal to 25 minus 9, which is equal to 16. Y squared, square root of 16 therefore is equal to 4. That means this y is equal to 4. 16 plus 9 is 25. Okay. Now, the question is find the secant x. Now, secant, as we mentioned earlier, secant is equal to 1 over the cosine x. This is the secant. Now, here, what is the cosine x? 1 over cosine x, which is equal to 3 over 5, which if we will put this one on top, it will become 5 over 3. So this is secant x. This is the answer of the secant x, which is equal to 5 over 3. Now, the second question, if tangent x is equal to 8 minus 8 over 3, so for the second one, if they have the tangent x, which is equal to, the definition of tangent is equal to the opposite over the adjacent. Opposite, it's written here, the tangent is equal to the opposite over the adjacent, means the opposite is minus 8. And the adjacent is equal to 3. Therefore, if we have to solve the hypotenuse here, it's equal to, we'll see this one as r. R therefore is equal, r squared therefore is equal to 3 squared plus minus 8 squared. 3 squared is 9, minus 8 squared is equal to 64 r squared. Therefore, r is equal to the square root of 64 plus 9 will be equal to 73. Plus 9, 13 kilo 1, which is equal to 73. Square root of 73. This is the r. Therefore, the sign of x therefore is equal to sine of x, which is equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse. Now the opposite, which is equal to 8 over the hypotenuse, which is equal to square root of 73. Now this is the answer of the second question. minus 8 divided by square root of 73. Now, the third question, if sine x, so if sine x, for example, if sine is equal to, so this is x, so sine is equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse. So sine x is equal to 2/3, that means 2, and this is 3. So to find this this one here, for example, we designate this as a, therefore 3 squared is equal to this side, which we are using Pythagorean theorem again, is equal to 2 squared plus a squared. A squared therefore is equal to 9 minus 2 squared, which is equal to 4. A therefore is equal to square root of 5. Yan. We find the A, which is square root of 5. Now, what is the question here is find the tangent of x. Therefore, tangent of x, which is equal to the opposite, sorry, is equal to the opposite over the adjacent, which is equal to square root of 5. Or you can multiply this one by square root of 5. It will become to square root of 5 over 5. This can be written like this, because square root of 5 times square root of 5 is equal to 5. Therefore, this can be written as 2 square root of 5 divided by 5. So this is the answer for the third question. Now, going back to question number 2, sine x, this can also written as, if we will multiply this one as by square root of 73, so it will be, oh my god, minus 8, what happened to my, square root of 73 over 73. This can be written as minus 8 square root of 73 over 73.
Sorry, it's DJ.